It's time for business news with Richard Southern, and we begin with a couple of airlines that are making headlines tonight, Richard.
Hey, Erica, good to see you. Yeah, Porter is one of them. The Toronto-based airline, as you may recall, launched a big expansion a few weeks ago. They're buying a ton of new jets, and they're flying them out of Toronto Pearson Airport. CityNews actually was on the first flight a couple of weeks ago. Anyways, apparently this maybe isn't going so well. According to new data in the month of March, so far this month, Porter has canceled 56 of its planned 253 jet flights out of Pearson Airport. Now, the airline is explaining these scrapped flights away, saying that they made a, quote, proactive decision to cancel to allow time to prepare new planes. I mean, the airline is taking delivery of a large number of new jets, and Porter contends it's a complex process. Little consolation, of course, if you've had your flight canceled. Meantime, Flair Airlines says it's reimbursed virtually all the 1,900 passengers whose flights were canceled after that budget airline had 4 of its planes repossessed because the airline didn't pay the bill for them. However, some customers say they're owed more. Flair's doling out $125 to everyone who missed a flight, but many, though, Erica, contending they're owed more than that because they missed out on non-refundable hotels and car rentals and all those things. So
those expenses.
Those are the issues that sometimes you can expect when you're flying maybe a budget carrier.
Right. Okay, a major drugstore chain is getting out of the medical cannabis business.
Shoppers Drug Mart. I mean, apparently you could have went, if you had a prescription, you could have went in there and bought cannabis. No longer, though. Shoppers Drug Mart is moving away from its medical cannabis distribution business. Instead, it's referring those patients now to a separate biopharmaceutical company called Avianca. Shoppers Drug Mart, owned by Loblaws, announced the shift today, didn't say what prompted it. Shoppers first launched its medical cannabis business in January 2019, months after recreational cannabis was legalized. And, that was a time, Erica, when everyone kind of thought the sector would, absolutely boom. That hasn't happened. The cannabis sector has struggled with profitability, and perhaps that is why Shoppers is moving away from it.
All right, and finally, Apple is offering U.S. customers a new way to pay for their devices.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. It's not just Apple devices. It's kind of a way to pay for everything through Apple Pay. Apple launching a buy now, pay later service in the United States. The service will allow users to split purchases into 4 payments spread out over 6 weeks with no interest or fees. So users can apply for loans of between $50 and $1,000 and can be used for in-app purchases made on their iPhone or their iPad through any a business that accepts Apple Pay. And that's an awful lot of businesses now. Experts say this could be a disruptor and could help cash-strapped consumers buy what they need. Could also, though, Erica, be a way to pile on more debt, and that's always a worry with these sort of things.